Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to their current feelings. So we're going to be shuffling the piles. I believe there's going to be 3 piles for this reading. We'll see. So we're going to be looking at their current feelings for you right now, their current romantic feelings for you, pile 1, and see what that is. Get into it. I will see you in your pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Bye. Hey there, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. We're going to be looking at their current feelings for you. We have your romance oracle, angel oracle, or your romance angel oracle card right there. I am going to pull a little more to see what else, because I shuffled to the side and let's see a little bit more about their current feelings for you. So we have pay attention to the red flags, crowning your reading. This person is, I do feel, paying attention to the red flags. I think they are paying attention to signs and symbols. They are getting signs and symbols and intuitive hits or what have you about you and the dynamic. So if you think this person is thinking about you, they are. If you think that this person is listening to other people about you, they are. If you think this person is getting some type of inclination when it comes to you in some type of way, they are. So let's look a little bit more at what their current feelings for you are. Because right now it feels like this person is assessing your dynamic. They're trying to look beyond their feelings and also understand their feelings. If they're getting a good feeling about you, then okay, that's great. If they're getting a bad feeling about you, then great. This could be someone assessing the future. Also, like, oh, what could life be with this person from what I've seen? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here, right? Like when you're paying attention to stuff like that, you're trying to assess whether someone is gonna fit in your world or if they're not gonna fit in your world, or what they come with or what they don't come with. So let's get a little bit more information. What are their current feelings for pile number 2? We have religious factors and we have deception. So I think this person is noticing how different you two are, and they are, right? They really are paying attention to what the truth is. And if this person is currently like active in your life, they're trying to suss out and answer the questions that they may have in their head over how different or how similar you might be to them, or the impact of this dynamic in their life. So I think this person sees you as, I don't know, I guess like attractive, right? But there are some differences that you two have that this person is trying to figure out. And that does affect how much they allow themselves to feel for you, or even how much they allow themselves to feel for you, period. You two are quite different. Could be culturally different, religious different, skin color differences, how you grew up, what you guys have going on. They could have a rough family life and they don't want you to come into it because maybe you have a better family life. You could have had a rough family life and they don't know if they can handle that. And that those are some things that like this person is thinking about. It feels like they're ruminating and they don't want to lie to themselves or to deprive themselves of thorough thinking when it comes to this dynamic. I think they really are looking and assessing whether they can handle something, whether something makes sense for them, so on and so forth. I didn't know November 27th was Thanksgiving. I thought that was the 25th, but oh, it's just the last week of November. It doesn't matter. It's the last week of November, that Thursday, so it can be any day. Okay. Perdóname. Let's get into the tarot and see what else we can glean from their feelings for you. Their current feelings for you. How do they feel about pile 2? Queen of Cups? Yeah. Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. 2 of Cups in reverse. This person does think that you're a sweetie pie. Okay, this person thinks that you're cool. There may be some lifestyles and differences that you two have that may not entirely mesh with this person the way they would ideally like, to be honest. But I think you're a good person. And for some of it, like, you're a soft person. And I feel like in some cases, you being a soft person, you being a sweetie pie is an issue. I'm not sure if it's an issue because they don't want to hurt you, or it's an issue because they want someone a little bit rougher. You know? Ten of Swords in reverse is they've thought this to death. And what this tells me is they know the answer, but they keep thinking about this. So this feels like this person knows how they feel about you. They know that there is some type of caterpillar. There's some type of incompatibility that you two have. And that is a thing that exists in your dynamic. And for whatever reason, wherever it lands, but there are some things that hold them to you. It's difficult for them to fully walk away. They know, or they feel, that there are some things in them and in you and your dynamic that don't sit well with them, whatever that is. There's things that they're like, you know what? And yet they sort of hold on to you emotionally. So there are feelings here, but there's also a greater knowing that these feelings do not make up for the incompatibility in this dynamic right now. But it's difficult for them to fully walk away and close this chapter. But they don't see like a future here. They don't see a future here. It's just difficult for them to do the thing that they need to do to fully make it known that this isn't working right now, or this is something that in their psyche right now, currently, it doesn't make sense. There's something off about your dynamic. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing for their current feelings. If you want to go deeper, we can. We can definitely go deeper. I think even like your sweetie pie-ness, like your sweetness to them makes it difficult for them to walk away. But that doesn't mean that you gotta lay it on thick. It's more so like that isn't enough for them to have a buy-in and to bypass the woo blares that are going on in their head saying, this may not work, like this doesn't make sense, this isn't going to mesh well, this isn't going to be a good future, this won't mix well with my family or what I have going on or the future that I think has my happiness. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Any guidance for my person watching this right now towards this dynamic? Page of Swords in reverse. This feels like disconnect. You know, this feels like disconnect from this dynamic. Focus on yourself. Focus on looking at the signs yourself. And for you to take a step back and to look at what's going on in this dynamic to see what you're missing and what you might be ignoring for the sake of looking at something in a way that might feel good but isn't the reality nor a future that you might want, you know. So I wish you everything. Death at the bottom of the deck. So I wish you everything with this one. If you'd like a personal reading on your own personal situation, because maybe you know a few things and you're like, no, Luce, I think I want to understand this a little bit more and gain more clarity, then come through. Just know that, you know, I'm not going to lie to you about what you might need to hear to set you free, whether it's in a certain direction or not. Okay, keep your light on, good luck, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye. Hey there, Paul One. Hey there, Paul One. Paul One, what are their current feelings for you? What do they feel for you? That was satisfactory. Honeymoon in reverse. What are their feelings? Oh, I feel a little feverish. I feel a little sick. I feel like a cold is visiting my body. May have to take a little break. Ooh, I don't feel good in my body. That's weird. I feel like cold. Let's pull a few more. We have honeymoon in reverse. We have finances and career in reverse for their current feelings for you. And I will take that. Okay, let go of control issues. This person wants some time off from this dynamic. Because that's what I feel. I feel like I need to take a... for myself. I feel like this person is feeling like they need to take some time off from this dynamic. For some of you, maybe this person has been like going hard in the paint. I don't know what that means. I think this person has been really present and forthcoming and whatever with this dynamic. Like, it feels like on the one hand, I'm connecting to somebody who their feelings are like, I'm kind of tired. Like, I've been working really hard on this dynamic. I've been showing up and it's catching up to me. So when I say taking a break, it doesn't mean like this person wants to fucking like ghost you. It just kind of seems like this person wants to take a break. So I don't know what you've been up to, what you've been doing, what this person is to you, etc., etc., etc. But this person wants a break. Okay. Wait. Doesn't matter. This person is almost kind of looking to see, like, to let bygones be bygones. This really does feel like someone who's like, okay, I feel like I've done enough. I feel like I've shown myself enough. I've shown enough of myself to this dynamic and I want to let go of control issues. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like I want to let go of the control of steering this boat in the direction that I want it to go. So I am going to chill and not worry too much about doing too much, right? That's kind of what I'm picking up on here. Let's go a little bit deeper. Spirit, what are their feelings? What is the date today? I don't know what date it is. I'm lost. Their feelings for Paul 1. The current feelings for Paul 1. The High Priestess, yeah. The Devil, oh. Yeah, I would still say so. Oh, 3 of Swords, wow. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I think this person was holding on to this dynamic, honestly. I feel like this person was holding on to the dynamic. Wow, this got deeper. The memory of the dynamic and was doing a lot to this dynamic. And I don't know who you're checking on here, but I feel like this person was into this, obsessed with it, attached to it. If there was a lot of arguing or whatever and the sweet times have passed, if there's been a lot of angst between the two of you, or even if there's been a lot of passion, right? Like if there's been a lot of like passionate encounters, whether they be angry or physical or in a good way, maybe even in a bad way, this person wants a break. Like they want to be quiet. They want to turn away from this. It feels like for some of you, the nostalgia and the good vibes of this aren't there anymore. And it's difficult to continue working on this, and they're kind of letting go of working on this. The devil to me feels like the energy that they're trying to walk away from, that incessant attachment. It's still here though, so that's kind of wild. But the Three of Swords is like a certain level of heartbreak that is making them want to walk away from this. And it also feels like with the Seven of Pentacles, giving this space, feeling like they want to give this space to even heal, to just put some air in this dynamic so that it can fluff up and maybe be nicer later. But it does overall feels like their current feelings for you are that of like letting go of holding on so tightly and holding on to a certain outcome, holding on to how things should have been, should be in this dynamic, getting their way, you getting your way, them having what they want, and them sort of just like walking away from this. I want to clarify this devil energy. Like, what is this? Is this past or present? Okay, so this is past energy for sure. That Two of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. It feels like this person had some type of affection for you and a camaraderie for you and saw a future with you, and they were holding on to that at some point. But there's something about that I don't know if they walked away from it, but there's some type of heartbreak around that, whether they're too busy, whether there's other things going on in the world, and they've sort of just let that go, right? They're like, you know what? I'm not going to orchestrate this anymore. I'm not going to try anymore with this. I'm just going to let it be. And it's sad. It's heartbreaking that that's where they're at, but that is where they're at. They're just going to let whatever happens. Because they're sort of focusing on what they're focusing on, but also not trying to orchestrate anything further in this dynamic or at all if they never orchestrated anything. They're just like, no, I don't want to orchestrate anything here. So if this is a dynamic that is still currently functional in your world, this person is taking a break. They're not trying to like push anything here. They're not trying to do anything here. Maybe something embarrassing happened and they're like, you know what, let me lay off. Like that's how they're feeling. They're like, I'm feeling like a little bit exhausted. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling like I need to pace myself, walk away from this, lean back, and just see if whatever I've put forward can work for me. Which is interesting because the Seven of Pentacles does assume that they have put in some work and effort here, and they're kind of looking to see the fruits of their labor, and just seeing where things go with whatever they've done or whatever they did. And it could be in this dynamic for sure, but I'm also sensing that in other areas of their life, to see if what they've done is enough to carry them through. Because I feel like this person wants to take a break. I feel like they want to take a break, to be honest with you. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants to run away, bro. Like, I think it could be with, I don't think it's to run away with you. I think it's other areas in their life, they kind of wish they could be freer. They wish they didn't have as much responsibility or stuff going on as they have. Tell me more. But also kind of hoping like whatever they've done can catch them. Yeah, I'm hoping that the future will be better, that they have done enough, and just being hopeful that, okay, whatever I've done can carry me through. This looks like someone wants to go on a break. Like someone who wants to, it's been a minute since they've had a vacation, they've been doing too much, they want to take a break, and they're like, okay, well, they go hard and they pump out as much work as they can, and then to make sure that their work is covered while they're on break, you know, that type of thing. This is what I'm getting here. This is what I'm getting here. Yeah. This is what I'm getting here. So let's put your guidance. Use the same deck. Your guidance is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Focus on one thing at a time. Focus on one thing at a time. I think balancing would be giving and receiving here. But with the Two of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, I think focus on one thing at a time, because not much is going to be happening right now in this dynamic. So focus on what you can, when you can, and try not to overexert yourself too much. Like, try not to overgive or overdo it or whatever. If this person needs space, let them have their space, and focus on what you have to focus on and what you got going on in your own world that needs your own attention. Pile 1. Okay. I don't remember if you had one. All right, Bread. If you, I called you Bread. All right, if you what is that? If you would like a personal reading to go a little bit deeper into your current circumstances with the person that you're dealing with, find out a lot more about their feelings, their intentions, their likely actions towards you after this hiatus, this break, and whatever's going on with them, come through for a personal reading or find a reader that you trust to read that situation for you. And until then, I wish you everything. Keep your light and good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey there, Pile 3. So, what are their current feelings for you? We have... This could be the one in reverse. I'm actually going to go ahead and just shuffle and get more clarifiers for this, because I'm picking up a couple messages from this, and I want to make sure that I'm telling the right story, because I'm picking up quite a bit. You feel thin, babes. Why do you feel so thin? Yeah. So, good. One of the stories that I was picking up on is showing up here. We'll see what the tarot says, because we're going to go into this more with tarot. But who's at the deck? Give relationship a chance. Engagement in reverse. Beautiful. I love the Romance Angels deck. They're my babies. Their current feelings for you. I need to clarify more. I'm still... Before I say what I want to say, I need to clarify more. I need to make sure that I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's hoo-ha. There's a message here that I know it's the message, but I don't trust it. Yeah. 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 I don't like it, but that's fair. Listen, so this person, their feelings for you are that they think that you could be the one. You could be a very important person to them in the romantic life. And that's uncomfortable for them. That realization that you could be very important, like as in like the one, is really like they're currently feeling uncomfortable about that personal realization. And they are, everybody's taking space this reading. They are taking some like time and space to kind of figure out what they want to do with that information and that realization. They're not trying to rush forward, but at the same time, I think it's more so them coming to terms with the fact that they don't want to make a rash move, but they kind of already know what move they want to make, which is to come towards you with the quickness. Because if this person is taking space, and they don't have to be, like, you guys can be okay, but if this person is kind of a little bit distant lately, low contact, maybe they've been a bit busy or whatever, maybe even no contact, I don't know, this person does see you as someone really important, and they just don't know how to handle that information. And in addition to that, furthermore, moreover, henceforth, hitherto, therefore, they want if the longer they stay away from you, the longer, that's weird, but it's facts that I'm picking up on. It feels like the longer they stay away from you, the longer they're immobilized or low contact or what have you, the longer that they feel threatened that you'll go away or that someone else will sweep you up. And so the more they're like, I don't want to make a rash choice, I want to know what's going on, it's really like they're fighting their desire and instinct to tell you something, to come towards you in a way that is how they want to, but they're scared to because they're not fully admitted to it themselves. Am I making sense? This is someone who, the longer they stay away from you, the longer they're like, oof, I'm scared they're gonna like leave. But they're also staying away from you because they don't want to say the wrong thing. And the wrong thing being, you could be the one for me. I see a bright future with you. Because I think they're having some thoughts about that. And when I say I think, that's just a filler word, like they are having thoughts like that. The Four of Pentacles and the Hermit are showing me someone who is ruminating on the inside, trying to make sure that what they feel for you is what they really feel for you, and it's true. So they're still trying to come to terms with the fact that they are thinking that you could be the one for them, that you are it, and that's tough. They might be asking their friends as well, people that know them, about what to do, but it also kind of feels like they're asking their friends, their family, people they trust, or even like movies or what have you. They're asking questions like, how did you know that your partner was the one? How did you know that this is who you wanted to move in with? How did you know that this is someone who you wanted to make it official with? How did you know that, you were in love? How did you know that, oh, this is the moment? How did you say it? What did you, like, that's what I'm picking up on. This person's current feelings are them feeling around, asking other people for advice on you and their dynamic and your dynamic with them and that sort of thing. That's really what I'm getting here. And they're just sort of ruminating because they don't want to like show their cards. They don't want to show their cards. And they don't want to make the wrong move. And they're feeling a little like, I wouldn't say insecure, but they're feeling some type of way about it all. Let's pull a little bit more, see what their feelings are. See if we can get a little more, add more color. Pile 3. What is this? What are their feelings for pile 3? Yeah, I guess there is some type of insecurity here. Some type of maybe even loss of freedom or whatever. Damn. This person's really in their feelings about how they feel about you. They're like unsure, but I'm not like, I feel like I'm picking up on someone who's unsure with like bunny ears around it. I'm unsure, but like they know, they're just scared to know. So the Six of Wands in reverse, it just kind of feels like I can't I can't be by myself. I can't do the things that I used to do. It's giving Four of Pentacles. The Six of Wands in reverse is giving that Four of Pentacles energy of like, but my freedom. But it's like, you don't even have freedom now because you're sitting in that seat, putting your foot on each pentacle, holding on to one pentacle. You got a pentacle on your head that you're balancing. What freedom do you really have? Like, what are you even talking? What are you even talking about? But you know, a known hell is different from an unknown heaven, right? Like, people are still going to be afraid of that. But it's also what that means, right? Being able to share their time, their resources, and it's a bit scary. With the Six of Wands in reverse, it's like, I don't know, being crowded, being one of the gang and losing. I'm just sensing someone who's losing their freedom. Being with you and reconciling with you, coming together with you, feels like they would lose their freedom. And they're wondering about that. With the Three of Wands, I don't know how to express what I'm picking up on. It feels like it's in reverse, but it seems like someone who's kind of looking around to survey their land. Like, part of what they're ruminating over is like looking around their environment and seeing, this is a bad thing to say, but like, and seeing who else is around. It's almost like the reason for a bachelor party is to get your last hurrah, I guess, out before you become married, right? Like, see what you're leaving behind, have your stag party, have your hen do, because once you get married, like, it's gonna be different and things should be different. So this is like your last night of a freedom with bunny ears around that. So with the Three of Wands, it kind of seems like they would be looking around to see who else could be for them. But the truth of the matter is, no one is for them. That's why the Three of Wands is in reverse. Like, they can look around and look and see, oh, what about that one or that one? Or even looking at like TV stars, like, for some reason, like looking at TV stars, and it's like, I will never meet these women or men. I'll never meet these people, but I'm single and they're single and I could have them. Saying goodbye to that possibility that never even existed. But I'm looking at this and it's like, at best, maybe they're looking at their favorite celebrity and being like, oh man, bye. You know, I'll never have this person if I commit to this other person, you know, pal 3. But okay. I feel like that's such a weird, that's strange. That's funny. But I feel like when it comes to them looking in the real world, they're not seeing anybody that like holds a candle to how you make them feel. And like, them looking out at the people around them or what they could have is showing them more so what they do have with you. And how that feeling, they would be trading in the feeling of these other people and incidences and occasions and the ability to maybe even travel by themselves without having to ask permission or having these responsibilities of the world. Maybe they're saying goodbye to those opportunities if it's not people, you know? That feeling of like, dang, settling down is like settling down. It really does change your life. And then with the Eight of Swords, but them also seeing, again, with the Three of Wands in reverse, them seeing that like, you, if there was anybody that was ever to make them give all of whatever they have up, it would be you. Like, it would be like, you would be the normal choice for that. Eight of Swords in reverse is same. Someone kind of like actually being kind of trapped in their life. And you're my Lumi, so I'm gonna like hype you up, but you saving them, like you showing them a different path, you being someone who added so much color to their world that didn't exist before. And their friends, the people in their life, speaking to that. Like, don't you miss being single? Don't you miss da-da-da? Maybe their friends say, yeah, I do. But like, it's nice coming home and hearing like my kids say my name. It's nice coming home and having like my partner, they've made dinner, or they've done this, that, and the other for me. Like, I didn't have that when I was single. I'm looking at how it is when people are single now, and it looks kind of crazy. Like, I'm happy that I got the partner that I had. Like, you know, like they're hearing things that reflect what maybe they have with you, and kind of seeing the value in that. Anything else? Because I don't want to go. Six of Cups in reverse. It's a maturity thing. This person is thinking about really whether they want to settle with you, or if you're it, or if they want to settle at all, or if it's maybe there's someone else that exists in the world. But I feel like, I don't know, they could be for those of you who know that there are other people in this person's life, there could be a competition or a wondering between you and someone else, whether they want to stay with you or go to be with someone else, or leave the person they're with to be with you. And those could be some of the things that they're facing, some of that like public backlash of that. But largely, I'm looking at somebody who their feelings for you, their current feelings for you, are around what they want to do and what will most be beneficial to their life, and saying goodbye to their life as they know it. Being in that phase of saying goodbye and mourning their life as they know it and the fantasy of their life. What's your guidance towards this dynamic? That came out real quick. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Let this person figure themselves out. It's not your job. It's not your duty. In fact, it is unhelpful to you. Tower at the top of the deck for you to, and Two of Pentacles. It is unadvisable for you to try and negotiate things with this person. They have to figure it out themselves. And when it comes to you, what does that mean? Can you clarify? Three of Pentacles in reverse for guidance. The Moon. Okay. For when it comes to you, figure out your own confusion about what you want and what your intuition is telling you about what to do here and what seems right. If you've been getting intuitive hits for you to step and let this person think, then go ahead and do that. If you've been getting intuitive hits for you to sort of like, I don't know why I'm about to say engage elsewhere. I'm not sure if that's like in a dating sense or just in like focus your work and energy elsewhere in other projects to take your mind off of this, then go ahead and do that. It's just sort of, with the Three of Pentacles here in the reverse, is showing me an energy of someone who, you're not working on this. This person needs to work on this themselves. And so for you, your work is elsewhere, doing your own work, your own studies, and maybe even soothing your own intuition and listening to your own intuition about what you want to do, connecting to that and seeing if this is even a dynamic that makes sense for you. And if it does make sense for you, then doing some work on like why it makes sense for you, what it'll do for you, and that kind of homework of how you work together, how you're not working together, what your reactions are telling you, are mirroring back to you about this dynamic and yourself. The Moon is really also like getting into your own intuition, because there's a lot of confusion and fog. So don't trip yourself up over your own like past. Don't trip yourself up over what you assume, because things are foggy. You may be feeling something that's real, but the real world isn't showing you that. And so that taints how you dissect and digest something. So take a seat, relax, try to soothe your intuition. And if you would like a personal reading with that Moon, that may be for you to approach one of your favorite readers, someone who you trust in the reading space, to do a reading for you. I do have an iSPY where we look into their feelings, their intentions, their likely actions, and go in a little bit more into like your own guidance towards this dynamic, so you kind of can see what the landscape is right now, a little bit clearer than what you might be able to see based off of what is being triggered in you. All right. I wish you everything. Keep your light and good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.